This is my mom, Kathy Price. This is my sister. She's a state champion. And this is Jessica. Okay. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! On the outside, you have great behavior, but on the inside, you're filthy and filled with greed. You should cleanse the inside, and then the outside would follow. This is advice Jesus gave to the Pharisees that maybe we should apply to our lives on the issue of abortion. All of us are followers of Jesus, and he has really spoken to my heart on this issue, and so I hope that by the end of this speech, all of you will follow me as I follow Jesus in loving people who support abortion. I have learned that there is a day that's called Pro-Life Day, and it's where people put on their mouth a piece of red duct tape and they write life on it, and so for a whole day they're silent because about 4,000 babies a day are aborted. So what they do is they kind of protest for a day by being silent. So I wanted to participate, so I did it this year. And when I did it, God really spoke to my heart, and I wasn't really expecting it, but it was really cool what he taught me, so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you all today. Although it is important for Christians to share with the world the truth about abortion, when Christians are more focused on the outward behavior rather than the root issue that they don't have a relationship with Christ, then the life as God intended it is lost. So today I will be sharing 3 points with you. Abortion is the visible sign for the need of a relationship with Christ. Abortion is an opportunity to share Christ, and the way we should love people who are for abortion is focus on their heart. So for the first thing I'll be talking with you today is that abortion is just an indicator that a person does not have a relationship with Jesus. And this is what the Holy Spirit really spoke to my heart when I did this Pro-Life Day. And what he showed me is similar to a weed. So I didn't know if you knew or not, but abortion is just like a weed. On the outside, the issue is like the fruit. And if we focus on just trying to get someone to not get an abortion or convince them that abortion is wrong, then we're just chopping off this part. Really, the root of it is that they don't have a relationship with Christ. So us as Christians, we have to focus on completely rooting the issue so that they can be cleansed and have a relationship with Jesus. So again, just to summarize that point, is that we need to focus on the root issue that they don't have a relationship with Christ. Because God is not focused on our behavior, but he wants our heart. The second issue is that abortion is becoming more common, so Christians have a greater opportunity to share Christ's love. According to Planned Parenthood, 1 out of 3 women, by the time they're 45, have an abortion. So this is a lot of people now, and that gives us the opportunity to target these women and share Christ's love and not put them to shame. The third point I want to share with you is that the way to love people who support abortion is to focus on their heart. Matthew 23:26-27 in the Bible, yes, is the verse that I introduced my speech with, that the Pharisees on the outside, they had really great behavior, they were really cool, and they were focusing on other people's outward behavior. But Jesus rebuked them and said, no, first concentrate on your heart, because after you concentrate on that and you have a relationship with me, everything else comes. The rest of you will be cleaned. A few other verses is in 2 Timothy 2:23-24, and it says, don't have anything to do with foolish and stupid arguments, because you know they produce quarrels. And the Lord's servant must not be quarrelsome, but must be kind to everyone, able to teach, not resentful. And so us as human beings, we have pride, and so sometimes we want to be right over someone, and that's where people who are pro-life, get really into sin because they get prideful and they want to win over another. So instead of focusing on winning an argument, we have to focus on the deeper need. Also, there's a $5 bill. Okay. In James 4, verses 1-2, it says, what causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire, but do not have, so you kill. So again, it's just our nature to want to fight and to want to win these arguments, but we have to focus on loving them by bringing them to Christ. So my conclusion is that abortion is a really controversial issue, but as Christians, we should look at it as an opportunity to love these people. There's an organization called Online for Life, and what they do is a bunch of women that are considering abortion, they get online and they're like, should I get an abortion? They decide, I'll go to this site, but this organization will help them into truth and show them what they actually should do and what Jesus thinks about it and that he values life. So that is very important, but more so with us, when we encounter people that support abortion, we should just lead them to Christ instead of being like, no, abortion's wrong. So as God's children, let us love those who are lost. Let us seek to connect their heartstrings to their Creator so that all things will fall into place. Let us focus on the root so that lives can be totally transformed instead of just clipping the surface of the weed.
Very good.
Was it good?